BCS number 2 is hard to dissolve but easy to absorb. So as long as you take it into stomach, it is easy to go penetrate into your intestine in there, get into your blood circulation. That's easy to absorb. Third, number 3, BCS number 3 is easy to dissolve but hard to dissolve, hard to absorb. Number 4 is hard to dissolve, hard to absorb. So that is make scientists very difficult to make because this particle hard to dissolve in water, right? After dissolve a little bit, get into stomach, hard to absorb into your body. So that kind of dissolve we design here. We have to manufacture kind of formulation design, make sure the active ingredient actually very small particle, also put some kind of another ingredient about easy to dissolve, improve solvent, improve the solubility ability. So here, whatever you do, look at here, tablets, you only have 10% that kind of delivery. It means, say I have one tablet, 100 milligrams take into body, inside only 10% get into our blood. 90% is gone, poo out. That's the problem. You can't absorb it. So capsule is you have to get better, 20%. Gel capsule 30%. Transdermal 45%. Transdermal is something put on your skin. So your skin absorbance is not bad, okay? And sublingual liquid. Sublingual is in your tongue. Under tongue is very easy to absorb something too. So it's another one, you have 50% absorbance. Intravenous injection is 100%. This IV is important because needle directly inject into your blood, not a vessel. So 100% because of completely go inside. So compared with that, tablet is only 10%, very low. Right now we have very good technology, can improve like a 30-40%. That is very high already. So and then others you can see, you have geo-suspension technology, how much? It's over 95%. Oh, that's extremely high, very efficient. So that's the reason, did you notice that this reserve product, they tell you when you eat, when you drink it, right? They tell you don't swallow right away. They have to circulate in your mouth for a while. You know why? Because of under your tongue, it can be absorbed from there, get in your body most efficient, right? When you get in your stomach, it can be decomposed in your stomach. Your stomach is very strong acidic percent that problem. Your stomach pH can be 1, very strong acid. So lots of medicine, when you take it into your body, so stomach, is before absorbing the body already decomposed. It's useless. So that's another problem when we design the medicine. We have to design, make sure your medicine being absorbed well. For example, there is one medicine called omeprazole. Omeprazole is a kind of medicine when people get ulcers when your stomach get broken, get infection, get a stomach ache so much. And then the most recent new medicine is called omeprazole. Is when your stomach get trouble, is most situation is because of you have too much acid in there, so your stomach cannot tolerate in there, so it is some parts get damaged, get hole there, get broken. So in order to improve that, the old style medicine is give you some kind of aluminum oxide to eat. Aluminum oxide makes it like a kind of milk. It looks like a milk. You drink that one to solve problem. That is some kind of base can neutralize your acid. That is about 20-30 years ago, old style of medicine. Now the new medicine we call omeprazole, designed this way. Say that your stomach, okay, where this acid come from? This hydrogen ion where come from? So it come from your enzyme. This part make your stomach generate acid, right? And then I make this medicine stop that part. So that source of hydrogen ion, it is being blocked, stopped. That is omeprazole use. Okay, but omeprazole, the problem is acid very sensitive. When you have acid, it decomposes right away. So when we design this drug, we have to make this drug covered very well. So when you go into stomach, it's acid situation, still stable. But when you go forward, go to intestine. Intestine there is a pH about 7.5 to 8. So a little bit basic. At that time, your medicine open, so absorb over there. So that's the current design this way. Okay? So here we're talking about when your different kind of product, you want to make your absorb very strong, very high, it's not easy. You get a 95% absorber here through your tongue there, that's great. That's a really good product on there. So here we'll see, talking about the overall toxicity, this product reserve, right? You can see their feature. They can activate gene, anti-agent, restore physiological function, right? You can have a lot of this kind of feature. Most important is the antioxidant effect, anti-allergy, also promote the new bone formation, help solve a different kind of problem, anti-inflammatory detoxification. Most important, you can see here is anti-aging. It will make people slow down your aging, right? You're supposed to look like 20 years old, you're now or looks 40 years old, too old. So your aging is make you look younger, make your whole cell, whole body is not like an age you have. And the major reason you can do that is because of this product, right? Compared with the others, look at here. This very tall compared with the others is you have your anti-inflammatory function is 60 times higher than aspirin. Aspirin, you understand, anti-inflammatory, right? And also anti-free radical, you have 40 times higher than OPC. And you have also antioxidant capacity is 800 times higher than vitamin C. Right, you can see. Also, it has a strong anti-cancer effect. That's, you can see how important they are. So it also can help to not cure and improve the condition about the type 2 diabetes. Also help to improve the situation for fatty liver, cancer cell invasion, and metastasis here. So it's a very important product here, very detailed. I don't go over so detailed here. And then there are some kind of results to show it has a strong anti-tumor effect. Anti-tumor effect. So some tumor, especially people get chemotherapy. You know, chemotherapy, the basic idea is they use toxic medicine, right, to take there, try to kill the cancer cell. However, it is hard to kill just the cancer cell without touch good cell. That is very hard. So when people get this kind of medicine, which is very toxic, and then you can't avoid some good cell also being killed. So in this case, that's the reason that the chemotherapy makes the patient lots of strong side effect. That usually their hair will get off, they get other kind of problem, their immune system damages as well. So that's the reason some people, some cancer people, they didn't die of cancer finally, they die of other disease because they don't have ability to fight for other disease because of this kind of chemotherapy problem. But the genetic product for reserve, right? Important is it can help to improve your immune system. It can also try to get rid of this bad cell, but also keep a good cell wall. So try to repair cell, try to restore cell. That's a different story. It's a very important part. Okay, so this is talking about reserve. And then we're going to talk about another product called Affinity. Affinity is a kind of a capsule, right? It's also based on Nobel Prize winning research to design this product, right? It is contain only known patented nutrient, right? It is not contain different kind of product. Look at here. There is this basic ingredient. One of them called TA65. Later on, we'll talk about what is TA65. Looks like a very another kind of another special. We don't understand, right? But I'm going to give you chemical structure there. Now, also talking about a coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10. So it contains also different kind of components, include all this, like you can have this even turmeric, you could also quercetin, include capsaicin, all these different kind of components here. So look at here. In 2009, there are 3 scientists got the Nobel Prize. Include Elizabeth from the University of California, San Francisco, Carol Grant, professor from Johns Hopkins University, and Jack from Harvard Medical School. So they got the Nobel Prize because of one reason. It's because of they discovered a call that telomere. Telomere is a kind of end part of DNA. You understand DNA, right? What is DNA? DNA simply said is contain a long chain of another kind of polymer. This DNA usually is play an important role to guide, to make a protein. Like when your cell, one cell become 2 cells, become 3 cells, more cells grow there, is under the guidance of another DNA. A DNA give code to decide what more protein, what suppose you make, and you do the job. So that's the reason DNA is also related to like why son looks like a daddy mommy, because they have the same kind of DNA code, right? So DNA code, you can check there, or this boy is your son or not. You can prove that, right? That's the current science, you know that. So now DNA important, but it's long chain. Now they found at the end there is one part we can call telomere. Now telomere, what is it? It's when people not born, when human being was born, they found that their cell, not the DNA, this telomere is long. And when this cell split and grow more and more and get older, when your age get bigger, and this telomere get shorter and shorter and shorter. So this discovery is very important because they found that the life will keep going. Looks like this telomere is a kind of a measurement, not how old your cell is. They found that when people get to about 20 years old, when they get 20 years old, they found that their telomere is longest. And after 20 years, this telomere gets short and short and short. That means when you get old and your telomere of DNA is shorter, that means your ability to rebuild your cell, to make a new cell is lower down. That's the situation people get old. So from this reason, you understand that if you don't take anything, and then you get older and older for sure. We growing up and get older. That is because your cell, you don't, that's the regenerate, you don't renew that as fast as before, right? That make your life is lower down. So that's important discovery, because if you understand all this, you could design something and make it reverse, make it we are younger, make our aging delaying, slowing down, right? That's important. So this is true. They found that 2 ideas can make this kind of a life process slow down. One is there is one enzyme called telomerase. Telomerase here is a kind of an enzyme. This enzyme can slow down this telomeres shortened, and also can help this telomere to get a refresh, to get a build back. So that's important discovery. Very important, okay? Now, second, once they found